EA Sports. It's in the game.
Welcome to the ball game, everybody. You're watching EA's NCAA Baseball. This is Mike Patrick along with my co-host Kyle Peterson.
Thanks, Mike. It's great to be with you.
Hey guys, what is going on? This is Crowbar, and today I am bringing you guys a very unique video. So as you guys know, I've been having kind of trouble of deciding what I want to upload on the channel, and recently I hooked up my PlayStation 2 this past week, and I found some of my old baseball games, and I had the idea of playing some of my old baseball games and then just showing you guys some of my favorite features and talking about these games. I originally wanted to do a live commentary for this, and I did that for this video, but I made the mistake of not turning down the game audio, so all the audio came up messed up. So I'm going to be doing post commentary for this one at least. It might do a little bit of live commentary for other episodes if this is something you guys would be interested in seeing. So the first game we are doing is NCAA Baseball 06, and man, this game is a lot of fun. It's kind of crazy that they actually made a college baseball game. You would think that this is not, or this is something that you wouldn't think would be very popular. This is a game that they made after they lost the baseball license with MVP 05, and so it's a lot of the same stuff, and I just really enjoyed this game back in the day. So I'm going to go over some of my favorite features in this game, and I'll just show you why I like this game. So the first cool thing I want to show you in this game is the fact that they actually have some real players in this game. Now they don't have the actual names because they can't have the licensing for that, but they basically made the players with generated names or just their number. So they had people like Todd Frazier, they had Andrew Miller, and one notable player they had was the 3rd overall pick in the 2006 draft, Evan Longoria. He went to Long Beach State, and you could see his stats there: 97 power and 90 contact, which is absolutely crazy. You'll be seeing a little bit of gameplay of him right here, but that's just pretty awesome how they had some of these guys in the game and how you could use them. And the way you're seeing him right now is one of the mini games that this game had. I don't know if there's an official name, but it's just called a batting mini game. And basically you're taking batting practice and you're trying to get a certain score in 10 pitches, and there's a bunch of ramps that can help you get to that score, and you have to hit it on a certain side of the field. If you don't, you'll lose points. There are tractors in the middle field, and if you hit the tractor, you get an X amount of points. And there's also a vortex in the middle field. If you hit those, you lose points. So kind of a unique way of playing this game. I really enjoyed it. There's definitely not anything like that in any other game, and I just liked this aspect of the game and thought it was pretty cool. So going to the next feature, and you know that I cannot make a EA Sports baseball game without touching on this: create a stadium. This is something that people have been asking me to show guys for a long time, and it's very hard to do, but I just love this feature of EA Sports games. And in NCAA 06, it was kind of expanded on from MVP 05. In this one, you could have the dimensions of a major league stadium in your college stadium, and there were just so many options of where you could have your settings. You could have it on a beach, on a university, on an island, and then not only that, but you can get in so much detail of making your stadium. You can go to the dimensions on virtually any part of the field, and you can make the wall as high as you want. You can make it 310 feet, 4 feet high. Just This is just such an awesome option and possibly one of my favorite options and features of EA Sports baseball games, and this one in general. If you guys know me well, you guys know that I'm a huge Dynasty guy, and this Dynasty mode in this game wasn't too bad. It wasn't the greatest, but it had a lot of cool features. One of them being that there were actually rainouts in this game, so there would be sometimes you get a notification saying your game would be rained out, and it would be played the next day as a part of a doubleheader, and you could see it on this screen with the Boston College Dynasty I had. We had a doubleheader against Holy Cross where we had one game in the morning and one in the afternoon. Another aspect of the Dynasty mode was recruiting, and the recruiting is kind of weird compared to NCAA 14 football or any other game. There are only certain people you can recruit because a lot of the guys are looking for a 5 prestige school or a 4 level school, so a lot of guys are locked out from you, but essentially it's the same thing. Another interesting thing is this game actually had sponsorships way back in 2006, and the way you would earn it is you would be given certain tasks. So for the bat sponsorship, I had to hit a home run against Michigan in the series, and I was able to complete that. And for the glove sponsorship, I have to commit less than 4 errors during my series against Holy Cross. So you accept the challenge, and then if you complete it, you get the sponsorship, and you get to see the equipment that you unlocked in the Dynasty you are playing. It went pretty in depth, but overall I pretty enjoyed it, despite it not having a ton of features like other franchise modes. So I saved one of my favorite features for last, and that is the ability to have a little bit of cheats and just funny little stuff in the game that they added. This is something that EA is always known for, and not so much in MLB The Show, but anyways, so what you do in this cheat is you change the name of a player to first name Chris and last name Dees. And basically what it does is it gives this guy a huge bat with a massive barrel, and he is able to do this. Basically this cheat lets you hit mammoth home runs and completely mash the ball. And the funny part about this first home run I showed was, to this guy, this is considered a wall scraper. This was about 450 feet, give or take, and or no, that was 503 feet, and I've hit 700-foot home runs with him before, and I've just had a lot of fun with this cheat. At one point I ended up making a whole team of this guy, and we won by over 100 runs. And that hit right there, that was a ground rule double that ended up hitting in front of the plate and went over the wall for a ground rule double. So it was just funny stuff like this that just made this game so awesome. Some of my best memories were just doing cheats like this and having fun with the game. And we'll leave Chris Dees off with a nice 560-foot home run. But I've considered making my Road to the Show character in MLB 17 Chris Dees, or just naming him that, just to give a little bit of a salute to one of my favorite games of all time. Let me know if you guys want to see something like that. But lastly, we're going to be going on to just a little bit of gameplay so you can see some real gameplay without guys with huge barrels hitting 700-foot home runs. So the gameplay I decided to put in the background was Florida Gators versus Long Beach State. And I'm playing this at Rosenblatt Stadium, which is where the College World Series is held. So I just want to talk about a few more features that I decided not to show that I really liked about this game. So of course this game was not perfect. I mean, I loved this game, but there were some things that I wish this game had. So one is, as you guys know, I'm a huge Dynasty player, and unfortunately when playing the Dynasty games, it's kind of difficult to view the player's stats. They don't have it when they come up to bat or anything. It just shows their attributes and stuff, so that's one thing I wish this game had, where you could just see their stats coming up to bat. But of course, that's more of a presentation thing and not really a big thing. Another thing I wish this game had was more of the actual team's college stadiums. This game had Texas Stadium, Clemson Stadium, like Florida Stadium, and a bunch of other big name school stadiums, but when it comes to UConn or Boston College, they just had generic suburban stadiums or city stadiums. And I know this was the first installment of a college baseball game, but that's just something little I wish they had. But going on to things I also liked about this game, The defense in this game was just so fun to play. It just felt so natural to me, and the diving plays were kind of ridiculous at times. It felt really easy to make diving plays, but it just felt like I had so much more control of my player than any other game, and it just was a lot of fun to make some diving plays. Another thing that was kind of cool about this game was the ball physics were pretty good, especially for this time. And I think it's funny how MLB 17 is really like talking about their ball physics when a game in 2006 had very good ball physics at the time. And you could really tell it by some of the hits, like the hard hits being curved on a little bit. And there's a lot of bloop singles in this game, but overall I still love this game today. I'm so sad that EA Sports stopped making baseball games, because any of you guys who have played an EA Sports baseball game or have talked to anybody that's played one, you guys know that EA Sports was just so good at making baseball games, and it was so good for the time. I just can't imagine if EA Sports continued making baseball games and they were able to continue developing for 11 years, how far they would be. But, you know, it was a fun time overall, and I still love this game. And I've considered posting some series from it, so if you guys would like to see a college baseball series at some point, let me know. I think it would be pretty interesting. If you guys don't want to see it, let me know also. It's just a thought, and I'll still enjoy playing this game from time to time. But that's going to wrap it up for this first episode of this, I guess, Step Back into Time series. I don't know what to call it. If you guys want to see more of these or don't want to see more of these, just let me know. But thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.